yards away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. They go play action here on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Stafford here. It's complete to Golden Tate.
You know, in Hollywood, I've been told that one of the adages is it's hard to make a character actor a leading man. But Golden Tate had always been a number 2 receiver, but he turned into a number 1 receiver in Detroit. And I loved what he got done this year because he added back into his game yards after catch, and boy was he exciting this season.
And because of those yards after catch, up over 1,000 on the season, just the second time in his career.
Yeah, they used him out.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, here's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
His throw incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady finding time. He's going to look deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. So out now come the Lions. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10, Stafford again. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. First and 10, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Back to the air, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. And tough starting field position here. Trying to shake off the intercept, and he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They start on the ground here with Blunt. Oh, jumping over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. Again, here's Blunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Patriots. 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Brady to throw on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. He completes it to Jones. Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 87 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. The 30-year-old Edelman finished the season with a bang. He had a 77-yard touchdown grab final week of the year, 151 yards and a touchdown.
And we always give Tom Brady a ton of credit throughout his career, and rightly so, for working with whatever is out there with him in New England, all right, about receivers and, running backs and the whole deal. A lot of times we say they're nondescript. Can we lay bare a myth? Julian Edelman can start anywhere in the league. 98 catches this year, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's not just a creation. He's a flat-out player.
Brady will try again on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, and this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 31 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Lions now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ebron caught left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. 15 yards there for number 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Three yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Stafford. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's now 4th and 3.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Now Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half for Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Blunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Brady to throw on second down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this will come up short.
A big play there on the screen pass. 36 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defenses, 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
On first, here's Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy, hold up the runner.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Brady now on first down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That one goes for 24 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside when one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis taking it in. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Lions.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it gives the Pats a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got time. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
This is Bell on the dump off. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the sneak, it's Stanford. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On the give, this is Washington. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he'll lose yardage. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Stafford going to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do. Like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeAndre Levy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he learned to battle it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sean Robinson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.